It's Ralph Irvin of Spalding Field, and I'm joined by UCLA defensive coordinator Chuck Bullough. And Coach, so far the pads are flying and the guys are hitting, and looks like they're moving around pretty well.
Well, that's what camp is for. So we call it the dog days of camp. As you can see, coaches, we get about 4 hours sleep. We don't get time to shave. The players are nasty right now. Coaches are grumpy, everybody, but that's the beauty. If you don't love it, if you don't love the grind, you're in the wrong sport. Coaches and players. So this is the part we like. This is where the mental toughness comes out.
Well, obviously you were thrown a curveball second day of camp with the injury of Dayton Jones, and so you've been working around that and kind of moving players around to fit the holes.
Well, it's the game of football. Things happen. Obviously, Dayton's a great player, and we're going to miss him. But like I said, things happen, and the next guy's got to step up, and we got to figure out, and it's going to be interesting to see who rises to the top now.
And with a new linebacking core, obviously that's been your specialty a lot of your career. How do you feel about the crew that's out there fighting for the 3 spots?
Well, we probably got about 5 or 6 guys that can play, so they're going to be battling right now. And that's a good thing. Competition brings out the best in all of us. This is the first time I've been around that we have so many competitions at defensive spots. So if you mess up one practice, the next guy might be in your spot, and he may not give it up. So it rises the level of the whole team.
And you've got leaders on every level on this defense with David Carter, Akeem Ayers, and Raheem Moore on the backside. So you know that you've got coaches on the field.
Yeah, they lead by verbal, and some guys lead by example. And right now we want people to lead by example. Like I said, it's the dog days of two-a-days, and we want guys flying to the ball, and that's when we're finding out who's really mentally tough.
And one thing that definitely comes across this time of year in camp, you get to see how really into it the freshmen are, and I know that there's a lot of guys that are out there impressing.
Well, yes, there's a lot of install right now. This first week we put a lot of defense in, so the freshmen are kind of lost. But as long as we can get effort out of them, as long as we can get nastiness out of them, as long as we can make them violent, we'll be fine. Obviously, stuff starts running together now, and they make some mental mistakes. We can live with that. But the biggest thing is to change their mental attitude from high school into college.
And so far, are there any guys that are really jumping out that look like they may be pushing for some time?
Every scholarship athlete on defense right now is still pushing. There's no one we said is going to redshirt yet. There are always a bunch of guys in the D-line, a bunch of guys at linebacker, a bunch of guys secondary. They're all showing up. Now, like I just said, is if the installation of too many defenses starts confusing them, then they can't play because we got to play more than one defense. So that'll be the big key. Can they pick up the defenses as we progress through this and the intricate details of each defense?
All right, Coach. Well, we'll be watching. Thanks for the time.
All right, thank you.
That's UCLA defensive coordinator Chuck Bullough. Of course, for the best football news and notes, you get it all right here at UCLABruins.com.